Tamora Morrison reportedly playing Captain Rex. What's going on, guys? Star Wars plug, and we got some new news. Tamora Morrison is back, and he's going to be playing Captain Rex in Ahsoka. So this is great news, especially with what Tamora Morrison came out and said recently about his show and about his disappointment with not being the Mandalorian. It looks like he'll be in Ahsoka, according to these reports. According to One Take News, Tamora Morrison is coming back to the Mandoverse, though not as Boba Fett this time. Instead, the website has learned that the actor will be playing Captain Rex in the upcoming Ahsoka series, which debuts this August on Disney Plus. Pretty cool. Of course, this makes complete sense given Ahsoka and Captain Rex history together, and they bonded during the Clone Wars. Rex returned in Rebels to assist the title group in some of their missions after Ahsoka sent them to find Rex and other clones that had survived the war. We still don't know if Rex is dead during the New Republic era, but he could also be a part of the flashbacks. Also inside the report, there's a mention that Lucasfilm executives being very impressed by how the series came together, and that it was a big factor in Dave Filoni getting his own Star Wars movie. Said film will act as the culmination of the ongoing plot threads that was started with The Mandalorian and that will continue with Ahsoka and beyond. A second season of Rosario Dawson-led series will depend on how the first one performs, per reports. Tamora Morrison played by Jango Fett in The Attack of the Clones and later as a cameo as Commander Cody in Revenge of the Sith. He came back many years later to play Boba Fett in The Mandalorian Season 2 and later The Book of Boba Fett. He also had a cameo in an unnamed clone in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Apparently, he was at one point supposed to be in the third season of The Mandalorian, but it was later scrapped. The actor recently shared some of bitter thoughts towards Lucasfilm and how he thought The Book of Boba Fett took away from some spotlight from his character to focus on Din Djarin for a couple episodes. Well, that Mando guy stole a few chapters out of my book, Tamora Morrison said. He also said, it was painful watching him turn up with some black new leather sword, and the way he turned up in my Book of Boba Fett, he just destroyed everybody. I'm sure this guy is running my show, but I couldn't say anything. I'm not the writer, so I have to bear it, I guess, said Tamora Morrison. And this is big news. I'm glad he's coming back. I'm glad he's going to get more time to be Captain Rex. And, you know, what they did to him in Boba Fett was kind of cheap by Disney. You know, they really took the character of Boba Fett, and in my opinion, they kind of ruined it. And they really, kind of destroyed his character, made him soft, and they made it more about Din Djarin, and it wasn't the Boba Fett we knew, and then they didn't even bring Tamora Morrison in for Mandalorian Season 3, and he voiced his opinions about it, and he was very upsetting, and, you know, as it should be. You know, you get your whole show, get this whole thing, and then they kind of just, like, sideline you and bring in another character, and so I'm super excited that we're going to get him as Rex, and this is probably the most excited I've been to see Tamora Morrison play any of the clones he's played. More so than even Boba Fett, because this is Captain Rex, and we got him in the Clone Wars, and now we're gonna get him in Ahsoka. We don't know if he lives to the New Republic era and what's gonna happen to him. You know, we could see what happens. Maybe Captain Rex dies. Maybe he sacrifices himself. It's going to be interesting to see. It's exciting. I'm happy for Tamora Morrison. I'm happy for this show. And the fact that they're saying that, you know, they're very proud of how this series has gone so far. And Dave Filoni's heading it. Dave Filoni is the head. He's the writer. He's the director of the show. This is his show, which is exciting because I feel as though Mando, they didn't fully give the creatives, the writers, everybody full control of how they wanted the show to go, but this show feels like it's going to be very different. I'm very excited. I hope Dave Filoni knocks it out the park, and it's a 10 out of 10. I'm excited to see what happens. Leave your comments, your thoughts down below. How do you think this is going to go? What do you think is going to happen with Captain Rex? How do you think the Ahsoka show will turn out? This report is phenomenal. I'm unbelievably excited for Ahsoka. Leave your comments below. Like, subscribe. Star Wars plug. I'm out.